How's it going, everybody? Combo here, and today I have 5 Wingman tips to make you an actual god with the Wingman. A few of these you might have already known. If so, good for you, but for some people, including myself, I haven't really started using the Wingman a lot, and as recently, this has really helped me. Just some stuff I picked up over time. Once again, if you know, good for you, but this might be new to some people. So yeah, let's get started with number 1. Now this might seem obvious, but for some people, the recoil, especially me, with the Wingman can be kind of inconsistent sometimes. Like it'll feel like your shots go everywhere. So one of the habits I had is from longer distances, let's say I'm right here moving, I would always aim chest high right here. And if you look, it really doesn't leave you much room to hit anywhere. So what I started doing is actually aiming the waist down. This gives you a bigger shot, and your shots with the Wingman actually bounce upwards, as shown by the recoil pattern here. So by actually starting down here, your shots will actually bounce upwards more towards the center torso. Now if you're moving around, it works the same way. Right there, it'll even sometimes bounce to a headshot, which is nice. And if you start center chest like this, you can still hit your shots, but you have a lot less room to work with. So I think starting down here definitely helps. So if you've probably noticed, hip firing with Wingman can be a little sporadic at times. The shots seem to just want to go wherever they want, even if you try to center it up. Every now and then maybe you'll hit a shot. Well, there's a way to actually combat this. You see, crouching, and yes, this does work with every gun, can actually make the spread of your hip fire shots much more consistent, almost to accuracy. So as you see right here, a lot better. I kind of lagged there. Boom. Let's show this again. Hit every shot right there. So I try to do the same thing like this. Can't do it. So yeah, hip firing with the Wingman when crouched is actually very accurate. If you're up close, you can even go for headshots, which is almost a good thing because aiming down sights with the Wingman can be kind of slow, even on console, because of aim assist. It can kind of screw you over. If you're hip firing like this, yeah, there you go. It's something that I found that is not very practical, but if you were to pull it off in game, would be fucking crazy. So basically how it works, right, is I'll screw around yesterday in training range, and I figured out that the hip fire, I know, another hip fire thing, with the Wingman, while crouched, is actually almost 100% accurate, as you saw in the last tip. Well, this applies over any range. So as you can see, those targets back there, yeah, we can hit those with a hip fire. So if you can learn the drop on the Wingman, which I've been practicing, if I aim like right here, we should be able to hit this 3 times in a row. First shot, boom. Second shot, boom. And third shot, boom. Crazy, right? I found this out on accident the other day, actually. And yeah, it works from any range. It's nuts. So give that a try. Like I said, not the most practical thing in the world, but pretty cool nonetheless. Now number 4 actually comes down to sight preferences. Now with the Wingman, unless you have the pay-to-win skins, which I'm not fortunate enough to unlock, the sight on it is kind of fat, and if I'm being honest, it's one of my least favorite sights in the entire game. It works, but not my favorite. Now when choosing a sight with the Wingman, you kind of want to avoid the circular sights like this. Like, you have the small reticle in the middle, but for me the sight just feels too fat, too inconsistent. It feels like the recoil, it almost makes it feel a lot worse than what it really is. So these 3 sights right here, I kind of try to stick away from. These sights right here though, the 1H cog and the 2H cog, are very good for the Wingman. As you can see here, recoil seems a lot less than what it was with the other sight. So we pick up this one. Now this is going to zoom us a little bit more, but this also keeps you more accurate over distance, and the recoil doesn't seem as bad. I know on PC, recoil isn't really a problem, but on console, Wingman really does like to bounce. Like this one, like I said, recoil feels a lot worse. Pick up one of these. Still not bad. 1 times, negligible. Now our last tip here has to do more with console players, as PC kind of has this built in already. We're going to talk about controlling recoil for the Wingman. So, as you can see here, if I don't even try to control it at all, I'm just shooting right here, yeah, accurate. If I'm just moving side to side, trying to keep the sight on somebody, which I see a lot of people do, they don't really hold down the sight at all, there's something you can do to actually mitigate the Wingman's recoil almost completely. Now what this entails is if you look at your controller so it's facing you, right? You have your left stick and your right stick. If you just barely hold down your right stick, so you're just slowly going to the floor like this, and keep it on the sight, and shoot somebody, it actually 100% mitigates the recoil on the Wingman. So here, I'm going to do it without that. Shots are going to go above their head, right? This may seem obvious, but I promise if you just remind yourself to do it every time you get in a fight with this thing, it turns into a laser pointer. So right here, gonna hold the sights down, move back a little bit, and it really makes a difference the further you go. So right here, I'm not gonna do anything. Shots are way above his head, right? Just gonna slowly hold down like this. Hit every shot. Just to show you how dramatic this can get, you're gonna go a little bit further. Not gonna control the recoil at all here. Just trying to do that. Now we're gonna do the same thing, controlling it. Every shot hit. Let's move over to this guy right here. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this short little Wingman video we got going on here. If you did, be sure to leave a like, and you know, just go out and try them. If you did already know all these tips, kudos to you. I just recently figured them out myself, especially with the hip fire thing. I hadn't seen anything posted on YouTube about it yet. I thought it was kind of cool, and that's kind of why I made this video. I think I'll be doing it with every other gun in the game now, because this was kind of fun to make. We'll see how it does. Maybe I'll make more, maybe not. Anyway guys, not going to hold you here too long. This has been Combo. I hope you enjoyed, and peace out everybody.